So many people think success is like this straight line that you just run down in one direction, you finally get to that direction, and bang, you're successful. But my life has pretty much shown that that's bullshit. Went to the smallest private school in the smallest town, about 400 kids when I went there. And I remember I was so insecure, so shy, so depressed. I went through high school with a lot of depression and anxiety. Always doubted myself so much. And I remember one of my biggest fears was public speaking. We had this kid who was from Finland. His name was Mika, and he became one of my best friends. And me and Mika got on really well, but the sad day came when Mika had to go back to Finland. Being one of his best friends, I got asked to speak for Mika, give a little presentation, like a farewell speech. I remember being like, all right, I'm terrified, but I got up there and did it anyway. And I proceeded to walk up onto the stage and give the most horrible farewell speech ever. To this day, I'm so sorry to Mika, my friend. I got like 2 sentences in and just completely froze, and I was just like fumbling over my words. I just said something and then said, farewell, Mika. And it was like this kind of half clap from my high school, my entire high school who was watching me. Walk off the stage, hung my head in shame, and I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I thought, I'm never speaking in front of people again. Basically bummed around after school because I didn't really know what my passions were. I just went from job to job to job, trying all these different things, trying to be all these different people, but never really finding my thing. Eventually, it got to the point where I was like, all right, I have to choose something. So I got into construction and landed a pretty sweet, well-paying corporate job. Not even a year into that, I hated it. I freaking hated this job. I was getting paid well. I was a young kid managing job sites with over 50 people, but I was dying inside. I had no connection to what I was doing. So I quit this job as a construction manager, and I became a factory laborer. I literally became a laborer again. I was working at this factory, just laboring. Always knew I wanted to start my own business. Always knew I had that in me, and knowing that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Because basically my problem had always been, I didn't want to work for someone else. I didn't want to be stuck in one place doing one single thing. I wanted to explore. Always loved traveling, was continually traveling after school at every opportunity. After working as a laborer for many months, I was like, okay, this is it. I don't care what I do. It has to be for myself. I don't care if I'm earning $200, $300 a week. I don't care if I can't shower. I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to work for myself, because that's what I know I'm meant to do. I know I'm meant to be creating stuff, and I know I'm meant to be working for myself. So what I did was I saved up and I bought a van. I literally bought this van and I decked it out. I had a friend who was a welder. He helped me fit it out so I could live inside it. And I started a digital marketing agency. I did all the research, bought a whole bunch of courses, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna help people grow their businesses advertising online. So I did that. And I moved to a foreign city I'd never been to. I moved to Melbourne. The business started going well. It started to take off. But pretty soon, the same old pattern came back, and I was like, this is cool, working behind a computer, making ads for people, but I'm not having the impact I want to have. I want to impact people. I want to work closely with people and help them break through. And I discovered coaching. So I threw myself headfirst into coaching, and pretty quickly my coaching business started to explode. Things started to go really, really well. I was getting clients, I was making plenty of money, I was enjoying myself, loving what I was doing, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna build the biggest business I possibly can. I'm gonna make this massive, gonna build a team under me, gonna have an incredible, world-changing coaching organization that helps wellness practitioners grow their businesses, and it's going to turn over millions of dollars a year. I'm going to have hundreds of clients, and that's going to be it. And I burnt myself out. I quickly burnt myself out, and I decided, all right, I'm done with this. I'm going to move back into my van and go and travel around the country, just keep a few clients. I just want my freedom. So I did that, moved into the van and started traveling. And what I found was the restlessness never went away. Traveling constantly didn't take away that inner restlessness, which is something that I've always battled with. And now I'm doing public speaking, running seminars, teaching live audiences how to grow their businesses. This is something that I never would have imagined myself doing years ago. and just a few short years ago working in a factory, I never could have seen myself living this independent lifestyle, traveling around, working closely with people, helping them transform their lives. And I absolutely love it. But I still haven't got it all worked out. And I think that's the lesson here, is realizing that you're not going to have it all worked out. There's never going to be a point at which you can just say, I'm done. I reached success. We're here. Success is more of a slow crawl forward through the mud, kind of navigating through all the stuff you hate, through all the stuff that doesn't actually satisfy you, until you find those things that do. That small group of activities that really bring you to life. It's so common for people to think if they can just get this, if they can just build that multi-million-dollar business, if they can just land that sweet job, if they can just have lifestyle freedom so they can travel around and work, run their business while they travel, then everything's going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You're still going to have challenges. You're still going to get bored. But I guess what I'm saying in all of this is keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up and think this must be all there is. Because life will continue to throw surprises at you at every single turn you take. Life isn't a straight line, it's a winding river. No matter how crazy it feels, whatever you're wanting to do, no matter how impossible you think it is, you keep following through and you keep doing those things that bring you to life, you'll find a way to do it. You'll find a way to make money from it. You'll find a way to set your life up so you can do more of it. Just don't give up on it. One of the things I've loved doing is inspiring people. Even though I've been terrified from the very beginning of public speaking, I've stuck with it and I've worked through it. And now I've reached a point where I'm quite comfortable doing it. Don't just take the safe option. Keep focusing in on what you were put on this earth to do, no matter how crazy it seems, and you'll find a way to do it. No matter how long it takes you, no matter how hard you have to work to get there, keep going. I promise you, it is more than worth it.